I started watching this HBO series called Lovecraft Country. Speaking of horror, are you watching that too, Dr. Goff?
I mean, Jordan Peele does not put anything out that I don't get right up. I had popcorn. I had jujubes. Don't ask me where I got them from under quarantine.
I was like,
ready.
Jujubes. People still eating jujubes, Dr. Goff.
Apparently, I had some now laters. Like I went way back to the back.
You did.
Black candy aisle.
Okay. All right. Yes. But and what's powerful because I read a lot of novels. I love to watch television, sci-fi. I love it. I have to watch it in the daytime though, because it was a little too dark. But the images of that American dream. Do you remember the poster of the family, the white family, and then right under there, black people standing at the bus line? That juxtaposition is subtle. Like you got to watch that. You can't watch that in passing. Like you can watch a lot of stuff in passing. You got to pay attention. There's so much imagery dropped into one episode. He brought in James Baldwin. I mean, it was like, yo. Anyway, I just took Lurie, you haven't seen it yet?
I haven't. It's on our list to start this weekend.
Okay. All right.
But you better catch up because Black Twitter is about to be all in every time it airs. I'm telling you. And here's part of the thing I want folks to know about it. I'm not going to, no spoilers, but one of the things I want folks to know, Jordan Peele obviously is a genius. And what he's doing in terms of encouraging folks on the creative side to be intentional around it, it is not just a critique of America. It's also a critique of genre. He's messing with folks who want to talk about sci-fi as if sci-fi hasn't been racist since the start, right? Because the white people in it are not just the white people of America. They're the white people of science fiction. And so I'm not saying that we might discover that some white people end up being actual demons as we move through this. I'm just saying that's some genre bending stuff. I'm talking from a science fiction perspective. Yes. I'm not talking about in real life, right?
You're not saying the white man is the devil. You're not saying the white man is the devil. You're saying
I
allegorically that
the story said that. I didn't say nothing.
The story said, okay, 866-801-8255. And let me say, Jordan Peele is married to a white woman. Y'all on some bros. He's married to a white woman. Yeah. I think his mama white, too. I think his mama is white. 866-801-8255. As we welcome Cousin Jane in later on. Y'all got to get up out of this purity test. Because the reality is whiteness is not a thing. It's a made-up construct. It is, and the more we buy into it, and listen, I'm not saying that there's not, because we, joke about black cards. When Chris Rock's brother said he doesn't play spades, doesn't know how to play spades, I was like, you should have taken that to your grave. Like that wasn't something you needed to say publicly. Like, I just, you could get your black card snatched. Even that, on some level, holding people to a standard of blackness that, what does it even mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, we really have to challenge ourselves in so many ways to get the freedom. I'm here for it. Can we take some calls? Unless y'all want to talk about not being able to play spades. Dr. Goff, can you play spades?
Hold up now. Let's be really clear. Spades is just bidwist for children.
Okay, thank you. I love him. Come here. I knew I loved him.
Spades is just the entry level. God. If you can't play bid with me, then we can't really rock together.
Oh, my God. When COVID is over, brother, we going to hang out. I promise you. Thank you. Yes, give him all of that love.
Now and later.
Woo, he did have us at now and later. I ain't going to lie. Okay, 866-801-8255. I didn't even know I knew that about him, but something about him I knew. Let's go to Ernest in Jersey. Welcome to the Karen Hunter Show. Hey, Ernest.
Hi, how are you doing, Karen?
Awesome.
That's good. I'm a long time listener. Glad to call in. I just wanted to speak on that Lovecraft show.
Okay.
I enjoy the show myself, but I think the guy that is about the Lovecraft, wasn't he a book writer from the 20s or something that was a big racist, but he was into eugenics and all that type of stuff.
Yes, and that's what's so powerful about that. Hold on, Ernest. It's Lovecraft Country, first of all. And this is the other thing. The woman that is the director or the producer, she did Underground, correct? Is this
right?
Yes. Okay. So to take a book from somebody that is not black and flip it on its ass, to me, makes it even more brilliant. Talk to that, Dr. Goff, please. Just...
That's what I'm saying. It's like the Lovecraft country. Look at what he's doing. H.P. Lovecraft, who was sort of a founding father of American prospective fiction, science fiction, whatever. And then to call it Lovecraft country, he's talking about a region. Oh, it's the place where the Lovecrafts are. No. He's saying that America is the country of H.P. Lovecraft, deep in eugenics, born out of a deep, insatiable need to hate blackness. And he's going to own that, and the victory over that, right? The deracination of the destruction of housing, and the ability to own one's own future. That's what he's doing. My man is bending genres. My man is saying what you need to be afraid of is not the monster under the bed. It's the neighbor next to you with an unexplored and unself-realized connection to their own past. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, yes.
Yes, you
are. And see, that as a metaphor for America writ large scares the crap out of me, because that's what we are living right now. When you are living next to people who have this unexamined need or culture that is based and grounded on the despising of black people for the sake of them being black people, that's the nature of the Hitler we're dealing with. That to me makes, I'm not even going to make that comparison. That is the nature of the Hitler that we are dealing with in this country, and it is something that is guiding every policy, it's guiding every decision, it's guiding every resistance in many ways. That's the scary thing, because it's a metaphor about real life, and I ain't even seen the show. So there.
And when you mention Hitler, I know a lot of people like they cringe or whatever, but you said this when you said it the first time on this show, Lurie, that this country is like if Germany. If Jewish people sent their children to schools with teachers steeped in Nazi tradition, right? And
even if they're not avowed Nazis, if they are in a line with Nazi ideology or not resistant to Nazi ideology, the Jews would never send their children to those schools. Our children go to them every single day, and then we ask, well, why is this achievement gap? What's happening? I don't understand why we can't the SAT and why Keyshawn is always in special ed. Duh. Like, look at where we send them. Like, when we talk about, like, we literally, this country reminds me, and I grew up in Germany for much of my childhood, so I always have had this, America reminds me of what would have happened if Hitler might have had to stop the chambers, but was able to remain in power and was able to further fashion the German political ideology and political systems around Nazi belief systems. That's what this country is, and it's got a 400-year head start.
Nuremberg laws fashioned after the Jim Crow laws.